NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Jacobs to start the drive, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This defense for the Dolphins very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Now Wilson. His throw incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing is Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This to Jacobs on the toss right. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
You talk about this Miami defense.
And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. That's to the rookie from Notre Dame, Michael Mayer. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's the 2nd and 8.
Midfield now. Here's Wilson. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. A handoff. Jacobs running to the left. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Second and 9. Now Wilson wants a different look. Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 29. On an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Wilson going to keep it on the option. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. 4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff in field position and took the ball, moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them.
There he goes, right side. Pushes him aside at the 45. And finally stopped, but what a return all the way down to the 40.
But that seems a little devil-may-care there, doesn't it? They gave up 3 points, but how about them coming right back and putting themselves in a position to get points of their own?
Ready. You, yellow. Red, yellow.
Play action, now it's Lance. Throw caught by A-Chain. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon A-Chain. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Here's Wilson to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now it's Wilson. He'll let this go for Adams. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Back deep to return is K.J. Hamler. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Yellow.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right.
Black ultra. Ready.
Here's Lance to throw it. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
White. Drill green. Set.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Javon Holland coming up to make the stop. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Here's Wilson.
A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through the completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by Carlson is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
Sir Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here we go.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run right here with Jacobs. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This is 2nd and 8.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
But defensively, they have that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
On the option, it'll be Wilson.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Carlson is good, and they jump back in front here. It's 9-7.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Miami.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
So let's try this pass again after the kick return TD. Here's yet another kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And that is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Wilson. Flush to his right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
And the penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Here's a handoff to Jenkins running left. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a tick under a minute to go before half. Now Wilson. Devontae Adams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 27 yards there, a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On first down, Wilson. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2nd and a couple. Wilson. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Wilson will throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd down and 4. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Now it's Wilson. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Oh, he fakes a spike.
Oh, that was taking a big risk there. They faked the spike, hoping to catch the defense now, and they weren't. In the end, this does wind up stopping the clock. But now you're looking at a 4th down.
Carlson able to put this one through, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So it was 4th down and 1 in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought that they would go for it in that situation. But sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket, and move on.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
On play action, Lance. They'll swing this out wide. Here's A-Chain. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Steel, black. Blue striker. Ready.
Lance looking to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So a lot of times when you get a magical 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Ready.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Yellow. Cut.
Now Lance again. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 35-yard line.
Strike, set.
A-Chain on the counter. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Black Ultra. Ready?
Off of play action, here's Lance. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Marcus Peters on the coverage.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. In motion, Hill.
Red, cycle. Fight, white.
Throwing now is Lance. This one thrown underneath to A-Chain. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
Jason Sanders for the Dolphin field goal. A 45-yard.
Sanders' kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And they'll accept that penalty. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10. They go back to the ground game with A-Chain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
Ready.
Again, it's A-Chain. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a yard in the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. Sanders' kick is good, and that will push the lead up to 5. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. All things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one goes for 8 yards.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the 1st down.
A run on 1st down with Jacobs as he'll get this forward for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
Now a toss to the left for Jacobs. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
62 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come right up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. To throw is Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, Wilson.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. These guys running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they take advantage of what looked like an unsure defense. They wind up getting 8 on 4th and 3. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Here's Wilson to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As soon as he leaped down and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Throwing is Wilson. Runs over. Now he bowls him over. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. They'll try it here. He's back to throw. That is caught. Powering his way forward. Touchdown, Raiders. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Raiders have taken a fourth-quarter lead. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a one-point game.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Lance now on first down. Got an open man here. It's K.J. Hamler.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
A-Chain on 1st and 10.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Now Lance. That's to Schoonmaker, the tight end.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 35. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Ready.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ready.
A give left side. Here's A-Chain.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. A-Chain here. They stay on the ground.
And it fights through one man. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Hey, go Fury. Steal. Check steal.
On 2nd down, a run by A-Chain.
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely to gain Leonard here in the closing stages.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Ridley now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Wilson. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side